morning, children. I did the first half of my workout. I walked a little bit because I was trying to avoid the hard part. I'm like, I don't want to do the hard part. Why am I so lazy? Oh, it's just such a fucking nightmare. It's the holiday season. I just want to eat like shit. Yesterday, I roasted a turkey and it was just so juicy. I found the perfect brine for my holiday turkey, so I'm pretty excited about it. Roasted a turkey because I really, really want to attempt to not eat like shit up until Christmas. And it's all I'm thinking about. Like, I'm like, why don't we just have some fucking pizza today and some calzones, and then we'll have the soup tomorrow. And I have a feeling my husband will be like, yes. And here's the problem, guys. Like, we'll be like, oh, we're just gonna not eat bad. Bah, 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 bah. And if we have sex, which is in the books, if we have sex, it's like after sex, because we already know we were naked in front of each other. We're like, who gives a fuck? Bring on the calzones and pizza, baby. Like, who cares? Let's do it. Like, what are we waiting for? What the fuck are we waiting for? And I don't know what we are waiting for. We just are like, let's do it and then let's eat. And I love to eat, man. I think about it all the time. I have had my friend, she's lost shit tons of weight, but she used to be morbidly obese. And she told me that I am a fat girl. She's like, you're a fat girl, but you have determination and discipline. And I'm like, yeah, but like I'm losing that now. So she's losing weight and I'm gaining it. Whoops. She's losing it. I'm gaining it. And I mean, it's just what is so fucking good and delicious. That's the problem. That is the fucking problem with it. Is food is so good and delicious. Every time someone's like, oh, look at this person, they're fat. I'm like, I totally understand why they're fat. Why are you being mean to them? Food is fucking good. And those people that are like, I eat food just to live, it's not because it's good. I don't trust them. Sex and food, best date, right? When you're younger, it's food where you nibble and then sex. That's what my husband and I used to do. Now it's like we plan food after sex. Total fat girl inside. I'm telling you, the biggest, fattest bitch lives inside of me. Biggest, fattest bitch. I'm absolutely stunning. My lives make your day. Dude, can you just be my alarm clock, Amber? I'll wake up like, you're absolutely stunning. Thanks, alarm clock, Amber. Everyone needs one of those in their fucking life. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me brush my eyebrow here. That's always fun. Good fucking morning. How are you? I'm good. I think I'm going to do something that I never do. I wonder if anyone will see it. Let's see. Hello. I'm going to post on my face or my Instagram stories. I am live on Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and X. There we go. Now everyone can see. Now they can see that I am live. Maybe they'll enjoy that. Oh my gosh, this kitten. Sorry, I followed the cattery that I got my Zorg from. And this cat's name is Vesper. And his coloring is fucking beautiful. I have a problem. I'm so obsessed with my Maine Coon. So obsessed with my Maine Coon that I can't stop looking at her Maine Coons. I'm like, ugh, they're so fucking stinking beautiful. Like, look at this cat. Look at it. I just want to smush the little face. You like my website? My website is literally a link tree. I got tired of Linktree, and I'm like, why do I have a Linktree? Everyone has a Linktree. Amber, thank you for the Prime. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Good morning, Sabby. I am going to make my own shitty website that's like a glorified Linktree. So I did. Yeah, I have cat issues. It's because I didn't have babies. Oh, you know what I'm going to use? If you've ever been on the fence, if you ever saw our Avon deodorant stick, it's aluminum free. It's great. So I actually brought one to keep on my desk because sometimes I work out and then I forget. When you don't wear aluminum deodorant, y'all know the truth. Like, it smells nice. It basically, you will smell. So you have to cover the smell like a French shower because you don't have aluminum in your deodorant. So I really like this deodorant. Fights sweat and body odor. Contains prebiotics. 24-hour odor protection. I mean, unless you work out really hard. But I probably apply it twice a day. Yeah. Stay clean and safe on the go. How does it keep me safe? Safe from people mocking me that I smell like shit? Is that the safety? I think so. But it smells really nice. So if you were on the fence, I love Avon's deodorant stick. I really do. I don't know why my camera is flipped backwards when I stream. I don't understand. I wonder if I can flip it. Let's see, video. Mirror. There we go. That's better. Look at that. Now you can read what I'm showing you. It's rocket science for models. I did it. Good morning, Angela. Good morning. So yeah, I bought, like, they had a bundle of 3 of these. So I bought them and I started using them and I'm like, I like them. I like them. Thank you. This is my little pencil tree over here. It's my little pencil guy. My little pencil guy. Safe is a bit of a reach for deodorant. Glock, maybe. Avon, not so much. My arms are ripped. I try. They were more ripped when I was younger. That's for sure. But that's always been my strength, is my shoulder and my arms. My husband said he really liked my legs. And that made me very happy because I hate my legs the most on my body. So it actually gave me a boost of confidence when he was like, you have legs for days and I love your legs. I'm like, really? I would have thought that would be the last thing. The tree is not on the wrong side. It's over my right shoulder. This is my right shoulder. This is my left shoulder. But now you guys can actually read things I show you, which I think is much more important. You know what I mean? Yeah. Twitch is working now. Was there a time it wasn't? Camera quality is great, though. I tried to get a better camera. I did. I tried. Some people don't like this camera. They like my cell phone up in my face, but I can't stream on multi-platforms doing that. I like the dispensing method on this too. At first, I didn't like it, but now I'm okay with it. Good morning, Melissa. And I hope you saw my comment. I checked. I sent your card out a while ago, but it turns out most people that I sent their cards out on like the 30th of November are getting their cards now. I think it's just mass mailing issues right now. I think everyone's just dumping stuff in the mail. So, hey, yeah. No, I was sitting there and I'm like, what could I tell people about from Avon that I really like that they would be like, what? Are you serious? And this was it. The deodorant. I was like, I use it every single fucking day, and I love it. So there's that, you know. You never received your card? Oh, Lord. Okay, this is the only fucking time I'm doing this live on stream. It's the only time. Because if I am looking up people's names to see if they got their card as a live stream, no one, I can't get my Excel to work. Yeah, I can't check that right now, but I will make a note of it. Someone else complained that they didn't get their card and was worried I didn't send it in the mail, and I actually did a while ago. So people are reporting that they're getting their cards after buying in November right now. So John, darling, gotcha. I will check it. I promise. Because I checked Melissa's. Deodorant is a word I often misspell. That's funny. I'm trying to think of what word do I misspell? Oh, of course they don't have this fucking deodorant anymore. Are you serious, Avon? Are you fucking serious? I was like, this is my favorite shit. Let me see. Let me see. Are they out? You motherfuckers. Sometimes I always wonder if any higher ups at Avon watch me and what they think. It is. It's fucking completely sold out, you motherfuckers. Twat waffles. Please don't be the CEO. They probably watched me once and they're like, we have tons of deodorant, but this was my favorite deodorant and we're out. I didn't get my card as a holiday version of I didn't get a notification. No, I get it. Look, people expect a card because I send them cards, right? So when the cards take 2-3 weeks in the mail, they think I haven't mailed it. But I cannot make the USPS system like go faster. I don't know why they suck so much balls. It's really sad. It's really, really fucking sad. Let me see. Skincare. Do we have gift and value sets? Where are sales? You know, we're going to have huge holiday sales soon, which makes me very fucking happy. By the way, I'm an Avon lady. I sell Avon. Here's my Avon store. You might want to shop with me now before you don't get anything odorless in the 5th grade. Damn it. I'm trying to think. Rural. I have an issue saying rural. Rural. People, thank God I live remote because people are like, oh, you're rural. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm remote. What else? Oh my God. There's something from World of Warcraft I always have an issue saying. Why can't I remember what it is? Come on. Not a raid. Not a dungeon. Motherfucker, what is it? Everyone would make fun of me. In Ventrilo. Yeah, that's how old I am. Everyone would make fun of me. You would think that after so many years of the Christmas mail crush, they'd have it figured out. Well, they're too busy ripping open everyone's Christmas cards to see if there's gift cards in them. That's what they do to us. They just steal everything. I mean, you might as well just fucking walk the postcards through, you know, the projects. Like, dude, this is so bad. So bad. My favorite house, by the way, went for sale in Joliet. And I've always wanted it, but it is literally right there by the projects. It is a stunning home. Not an instance. Not an instance. I'm not going to remember until I'm done streaming. I'm not going to remember. That's how it is. I'll be like, oh, not epic, not, I don't care anymore. I've lost all care to try to remember what I don't remember how to say in World of Warcraft. It just went zoom. It's gone. So I am sure all of you have been seeing this, right? So All in the Family was my jam. But I'll say this man, this poor man, his brain had broke so badly over politics. All his posts were so hateful and, to me, delusional and dangerous, right? But it didn't stop me from being a fan of him being meathead. Oh, Archie! You know what I mean? Like, sorry, you were a part of my childhood. And I thank you for that. When people celebrated Charlie Kirk getting executed, their reasoning for it being okay, or for them not really caring, or he had it coming, was the same feelings I felt for. I actually felt pity for him because I felt like his brain got scrambled by MSN in the narrative, right? I felt his thoughts were dangerous and delusional and cruel and mean and bigoted. But I also saw him as a victim of propaganda. I do. I'm sorry. I see him as a victim. And I've seen accounts being like good riddance and shit. And I'm like, okay, if you didn't like that people said Charlie Kirk was dangerous and he had it coming and shit, and then you say something mean about this guy, you're just as soulless and as worthless as all the people that you sat there condemning doing that shit over Charlie Kirk. Like, you're just as bad. I don't know where you get off thinking that you're not. His social media was pretty, it felt like Keith Olbermann. He made the Christian fascist documentary. Yeah, no, he really hated Christians, like hated them kind of openly. He didn't deserve anything like this. No, just because you think someone's an asshole, just because you think something, I know that Rob Reiner would hate me. He would hate me. I didn't know Charlie Kirk. I don't believe anyone's facade that every person that you see on TV and stuff, I don't believe that's who they are. I was in the business for far too long to believe what people portray themselves as. And I can't change. I just can't do it. So be it Rob Reiner or Charlie Kirk, I can't just believe what people push out there. I just don't. I don't believe it. Too many times I've just seen, hi dog, come here. Is the cat bothering you? Hi puppy. Hi puppy. She watched me chop up carrots all night last night, didn't you, baby? Did you watch me chop up carrots? She thought that there was going to be a TREAT and it was carrots. He was crazy. Well, lots of people are crazy. Half the country, I think, has incredibly, to me, dangerous views about people like me. I think they're nuts. I don't think anyone deserves any. This is horrifying. It's horrifying. Also, I'm not in the camp of being like, well, he had it coming, or no. People are allowed to be assholes. They're allowed to be bigots. They're allowed to be racists. They're allowed to be intolerant turd burglars. No one has it coming just for being a cocksucker. Like, are you insane? The police still haven't done the morning brief. This is irresponsible to put out. What, that he died or that it was by a family member? I mean, he died. Regardless if it was from the man on the moon He had it, they're not alive anymore. And I will say, if it was a family member, that is awful. And the first thing I thought was like communists, where they like turn people against each other so much just because he's so politically angry all the time. I was wondering, I'm like, could this be like politically driven? Because, communists will sacrifice their own parents to, the Dark Lord. That's just what I thought. And it's only because he never stops talking about, hating everyone for politics. But this is awful. And he contributed something great to the world, which was he was meathead, dude. I grew up watching All in the Family. Like, some people like the Partridge Family. Some people like the show that must not be named. I liked All in the Family. Like, I was a little girl watching All in the Family and Sanford and Son. That was my thing. I don't know why. I just loved it. Oh, Watchy. So good. It's so good. So I hope they find whoever did this, and I hope they get the death penalty, because this is fucking terrible. Thought she said he was bigoted. Well, I mean, against people probably like me. Yeah. I mean, he made his political opinions very clear, that people like Adrian Curry are dangerous and must be destroyed and erase them. Like, it was every day. Like, he was so off his rocker with this. And I blame brainwashing propaganda that Obama made legal in 2012. I blame that. That's when this started, when everyone's like, oh, no one's divided anything quite like Trump. I'm like, it's the news. This is what the news does. Both sides have news programs that vilify the other side so much. Like, I only care about the truth. I really don't care how you lean. You can literally be left as fuck, come in my house, and you get nothing but love, baby. I'm more moderate. You could be right as fuck. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there's some Christians you might be a little too buttoned up for me. It might be a little too much, baby. But that's okay. You do you. You want to dance around with snakes because the Lord is gonna protect you. That's fine. Evangelical, right? So the Charlie Kirk funeral thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, it was great." It makes me uncomfortable. I don't know, that form of like worship and stuff. It's always made me uncomfortable. Probably because I'm very traditional Catholic, and we're not like, Jesus, oh, I feel the Spirit. Oh, Jesus. Like, none of that happens in Catholic churches. But I'm not slamming people that do it. I'm just saying that when I'm around you and you're doing it, I get very uncomfortable and I want to leave. But that's my I'm not judging you. I'm just not comfortable. It makes me feel weird. I'm like, this is weird to me. I feel the Holy Spirit. Oh, praise Jesus. I feel the Spirit. It's in me. It's in me. I'm like, okay, I got to go. I'm sorry, but that's okay. And you should be okay with me being more reserved. And I'm okay with you being like that. And everyone's like, oh, you got to watch the Kirk funeral. I'm like, that form of Christianity has always made me uncomfortable. I'm sorry. It's strange. It's just off-putting to me. I'm not slamming anyone that wants to do it. It's just not for me. Right? Right? So you're welcome in my house too. Even if you're holding a snake, dancing with it, saying, Jesus is going to keep this snake from biting me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And to each their own. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up with it. I'm not used to it. My grandmother raised me from birth. She was born in the Great Depression. Rosie the Riveter, you name it. more stoic, these people. They weren't so demonstrative. Like, I knew my grandma loved me very much, but we never said, I love you. That wasn't a thing. Hugging and a lot of touch. Like, some families are like, oh, we touch each other, hug each other every second. That wasn't my family. Like, I look at other families and I had to tell my mother-in-law, she's such a hugger and stuff. I'm like, at first I was really uncomfortable because besides my lover, I've never been that way. That's just not me. I'm not that. I guess I'm more stoic, more actions that are not physical touch. Does that mean it makes sense? So I had to like really get acclimated to all her hugs and people saying, I love you. Does that make sense? Totally get it. I'm the same way. Yes, Melissa. And it doesn't mean that I don't love you. I don't, because I wasn't raised that demonstrative with it that much. I'm going to do the vitamin C serum or peel pads so I can brighten my face, visibly renew the appearance of dull, dry skin, improve the texture with this multitasking formula. Safe for daily use, these pads are soaked in a gentle blend of exfoliating PHA and pineapple extract, formulated with vitamin C to help visibly brighten, while panthenol and glycerin help hydrate and refresh your skin. Let's do it, bitch. Let's do it. Vitamin C. I'm a Southern Baptist. My uncle was a pastor. Oh, cool. Raised my sister's kids a different way. My family was like that too. It was weird to get used to hugs from others. Yeah. And it, you know, everyone does their own thing. I know my grandma loved me very much. I think she told me she loved me one time. We were not very huggy, but I have an uncle who's very huggy and all his kids are very huggy. They're Mormon. Maybe it was the Mormon church. They're Mormon, but they were so much more demonstrative. I don't know. That's just, you know, that's not how I was raised. And it's not a slam to me and my family. I've just really had to get used to declarations of love from my in-laws in ways that, like, you know, my family's just not ever been that way. And I was like, oh, you guys are very close and very touchy. That was one thing. I was like, wow, you guys are like constantly in each other's butts. But coming from people who weren't, it just, you know, seemed that way. It just seemed that way. Let's do... I am going to do a little squirt of the new Platinum Age Delay Serum over the vitamin C because there's no rules that I can't layer a few things, right? So I'm just going to put double serum on. That never hurt nobody. There we go. Everyone likes double serum. Now I'm going to use my firming collagen cream. Little firming, but I hope they catch whoever did this shit, and I hope everyone condemns everyone who behaves this way that they behaved towards Charlie Kirk about this guy, because leftists see Charlie Kirk and what he's saying is dangerous and as hateful as right-wing people would see Rob Reiner and his beliefs and stuff against people like them. So a little empathy, a little put yourself in the other people's shoes. So if you are a moderate, if you are right wing and you see anyone rejoicing or anything towards this, let them know that they're inhuman, that they are not wanted, that they are soulless, and that they are the problem with this country. Because our government and the news brainwashing people that it's okay to dislike people you don't agree with to this level, where you're like, well, I'm not shedding a tear, if you know what I mean. You're an inhuman demon. You You need to get your soul back. They have taken it. Like, someone's got to tell you this. This is a new platinum eye and lip cream. I love it. If I can open it. Oh no, my hands are all greasy from serums and stuff. I can't open it. Are you serious? Maybe I can open it with my eyeglasses cleaner. Oh my gosh. I juiced all over it. Please, Lord. Please let me open it. I guess I might have to use something else. Oh, I got it. I juiced all over it. I was like, oh my gosh. Whoops. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I'm a big advocate for being human beings. And I don't care if someone would tell everyone what a hateful bigot I am and how dangerous I am to democracy and all this other shit. Nothing like this ever is okay. Murder is abhorrent. It's disgusting. It's snuffing out human life, the most precious thing on this earth. You know what I mean? It's just gross. It's just gross. I'm not fine if it was Gavin Newsom, because do I think Gavin Newsom is evil? Yes. But so was the guy next to Jesus on the cross, who God told would come to the kingdom of heaven with him. I love redemption arcs. Tucker Carlson went from like pro George Bush, like worshiping the war. I've been alive long enough to watch this, to now like questioning everything. No, I didn't see Chuck Schumer's dumb comment. You should go watch videos of Chuck Schumer back in the day. Totally pro deporting illegal immigrants, totally pro shutting down our borders. Like he was clearly he's been bought out. Clearly. I can't imagine celebrating anyone's death, no matter how awful they may be. People like Richard Ramirez or Jeffrey Dahmer and stuff, or John Wayne Gacy, who was put to death right by my house growing up. And I remember everyone dressing up like clowns with signs like "Kill the Clown." Jenny, thank you for the 300 stars. I think it's awful. Even then, what is the eye cream? It's platinum. But if you want something to work for dark circles, you're probably going to want to go with the a new clinical lift and firm, the dual eye collagen, or this guy, Beyond Glow with caffeine, and the vitamin C brightening under eye cream. I'm going to use a little bit. Why not? It's for under eyes only. Let me do this. I don't feel like I have dark circles. I just feel like I have bags. It's like an age thing. I just have fucking bags. I have baggage. The older you get, the more baggage you get. And that's what I have, is I have baggage on my eyes. Enjoying someone's death because they disagree with you politically is disgusting. Even if the person thinks I'm vile and like a danger to my country and shit because I believe in things that everyone in 1998 believed. Wasn't that long ago, folks. I'm pretty much okay with 1998. Hell, 2005. What's happening now is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. So I read this article about changes in society and how it's slow going. It's like baby steps to change things in a big way, right? When they started pushing pronouns like they, them, all this shit, It literally was like 300, 400 years of change that they try to cram in a less than a decade period. And that's why you have the backlash that you have. It wasn't a gradual change. It was very forced on a lot of people that know the history of humanity where it didn't exist the whole time. You know, I can't imagine a family member murdering their family. It happens to me. It's really disgusting. It's like the Menendez brothers. It's really disgusting. It's vile. So, this guy's claiming very different responses to the death of people that some have disagreements with. Maybe, but there's still people that are going to celebrate it, and you're a fool to pretend no. You know what I mean? I said, if whores like this make you glad or indifferent simply because you found the person's life views dangerously delusional, misled, or hate-filled, you are what's wrong with humanity. You have lost your soul. That's what I believed. So when Charlie Kirk died, I knew people that were like, well, I'm not shedding a tear. Oh, he was so hateful. I've watched his videos. Charlie Kirk is way too buttoned up for me. He's like probably that Christian guy that, you know, like howdily doodly. That's just what I think. I just think of Ned Flanders and everyone being like, oh, he's so awful. And now we have Nick Fuentes everywhere. They pretended Charlie Kirk was Nick Fuentes. Who's pushing Fuentes, by the way? Where is this push coming from? Anyone? Because all of a sudden now he's everywhere. And just as someone like, I don't know Nick Fuentes that much. I am a former model. And I used to have a massive gay squad. I am feeling the vibes, if you know what I mean. Especially when he's like, I have my hate towards women. I'm like, ah ha ha ha, closet. Closet. That's my sense I get. I get it from Andrew Tate too. Overly grooming. Always acting like you're above women and shit. It just sounds a lot. Because dudes that want to like get quality vajayjay, they don't talk that way. That's not how they behave. You know what I mean? They just don't do that. Not even James Bond, who some people are like, he's so misogynist and blah, blah, blah. James Bond was like, hey, baby. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't talk shit because he loves women. If you love women and you love the vajayjay, you don't behave the way they do. That it just comes off as very closeted gay to me. And I really hope that they come to terms with who they are so they stop being so angry. You know what I mean? Probably mad because you can't get laid openly. They openly can't get laid by who they want to. That's why they're so angry at chicks. You know what I mean? I don't know. I get big gay energy. Is being pushed by someone. Oh, there's someone's pushing Nick Fuentes so hard. I think it was horrible. He got debanked a platform. I think everyone should know what he thinks because I think he's an idiot. I think he's an idiot. So I think everyone should listen to him. And if you're a guy and you never want vagina ever in your life, ever, quality vagina, like someone who you'd want to be the mother of your children, the keeper of thy home, you know, then listen to these guys. Listen to Andrew Tate and Nick Fuentes, and they're going to really take you places, I think. Rather than that we watch them because their ideas align with ours, or at least there's interesting discussions over differences. I'm glad that Nick Fuentes has a platform because I feel that more people can see that he's an idiot. I just have always thought he was an idiot. And like in person, I would tell him he's an idiot. What's he like? Come up to my collarbone? Like I feel Napoleon syndrome there. You know what I mean? See, as a Swede, and Christianity did destroy the equality we had between women and men. Christianity is the only reason women have equality. In the eyes of God, all are equal. So I've traveled the world and I've been to countries where women are seen as cattle. Like when I was in Sochi, Russia, like on the Black Sea, you're basically almost in the Middle East. And women are nothing and no one. There's many Asian countries where women are so far down on the ladder. It's only in the Western world, which is founded by Christianity, that women have these equal rights and can demand that we get as much, if not more, than men. It is only through Western men that women are allowed to be where they are, because when a man doesn't allow a woman to be where they are, look at all the countries that are that way. Look at every country on earth that sees women as beneath men. And are they like, we're so powerful and equal, look at us take over, wah, 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 wah. Nope. They literally have a boot on their throat, keeping them down on the ground. So I'm really, really glad that the patriarchy, specifically the Western Christian patriarchy, saw fit to give me the rights that I have, because I've been to the countries where that doesn't exist. And this is far superior. Yeah, no, I don't agree with you on Christianity at all. At all. Everyone that complains about how Christians keep women down are totally ignorant about the traditional Muslim men. I mean, yes. Here's what's crazy. Everyone's like, oh, Christians, they're the far right. I'm like, do you know anything about Muslims? Okay. If Christians on a scale say this is here, that's right for you, right? No, that's right. Right hand. So if this is where Christians are and you think that's extreme far right, Muslims are off the graph. And even just, non-radical ones based on their beliefs. Like they're so far right that they're nowhere near the furthest right Christian. So far right. All the way over there. It's so conservative to the point where it doesn't even like hit the graph. So, got to go teach. Have fun teaching, Jenny. Have fun teaching. So, as a woman, and I think if you're a man, you don't pick up on it. As a woman who's not only traveled the world, but worked in foreign countries on work visas, I can tell you from experience that being in the Western world is far more comfortable than anywhere else as a woman. And also that Europe is more sexist, where the men think they're above you more than America. By far. That was one of the biggest things that shook me. Like in Italy and France, it was very clear that the men do feel, you know what I mean? It is very clear. Very, 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 very clear. Westboro Baptist Church, all the Catholic priest scandals. Compare the Catholic priest scandals to school teachers fucking children. Have you ever done that? Why do we, and I think the Catholic priest shit is disgusting. Why do we pretend that the priest scandals are so fucking bad when literally schools around the world are like diddling your kids, touching your kids at all times? Look at, and the teachers unions are like, we have to protect the pedophiles. We have to hide this. The teachers union might as well be the Vatican, and times what the Catholic priests have done by 9 million, and the teachers unions still exist. Anyone have any answers to that? Pedophiles are always going to infiltrate the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts. anywhere where they have not only access to children, but are seen as a community like good guy, a teacher, community good guy, a priest, community good guy, daycare center, community good guy. They're always going to infiltrate these things so that they can get away with their monstrosities. That's what assholes do. Hi, baby. Hi, dog. You tell them. I should probably do something with myself. I think I'll just put a little makeup on real quick. But yeah, that's always been my problem, because if you look at the statistics of, let's just say, American priests who have touched children versus teachers who have touched, banged children, you would think all schools would be shut down and that people would be protesting outside all teachers' unions and all schools to shut them down completely and forever. It's the college in line, FL bound. You know what I mean? So why is the teacher union still there? It's literally the Vatican on meth when it comes to covering up naughty things that teachers do. But the church stands. The school system is worse. The United Nations were like diddling kids, raping kids, and everyone's like, oh, we love the UN. That's what's happening. The United Nations, why does that stand? Well, I'm only targeting Catholic priests because I've been brainwashed to hate them. Okay. What about the United Nations? They've been busted diddling kids. Why are they still standing? Literally every institution on earth has had a pedophile in it. Why do any of them exist? It's an absurd notion to think that way. Don't you think? Is that not absurd? And it's very picky and choosy. It just is. I mean, the United Nations, where literally if any politician goes against them, America's like, oh, Trump's pissed off the United Nations. They're such good people. Really? Because they had workers in foreign countries raping children and everyone was fine with that. They're totally fine with it. Yeah, but the UN decides who's committing war crimes. Meanwhile, their own soldiers are diddling children. And that's what I'm saying. If you condemn the Catholic Church is not Christian, the Catholic Church is Jesus's first church, founded by the apostle, an actual apostle, the throne of Peter, St. Peter the apostle. You can't rewrite history. You can't pretend. Are we really going to pretend that that's not the first church? I have nothing against any other churches. I think it's great that you exist. You do your thing, but, credit where it's due, don't you think? Credit where it's due. All right. Let's do my Maven palette. Let's Maven it up. Credit where it's due. And I think Jesus, if he comes back down to earth, I think he's going to throw down pretty much every church into the dust. Because there's one thing mankind is always going to do. And we're pretty committed to just becoming corrupt assholes. I don't know what it is. I don't know why the commitment is so strong. And it's all the time. It's any way we can. If we can just be corrupt, worthless assholes, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Let me see. Okay. All right. I think I know how I'm going to do this. Let's see how quickly. How quickly can I apply some Maven palette? I'd like to do it. There is a fly. It is buzzing above my head. It is very annoying. It is awful. Gosh, I just can't stop thinking about Rob Reiner's wife and his family and how murder is so abhorrent. I have a friend who just lost her mother And it was due to negligence from the hospital, according to the autopsy. It's one thing to lose someone, and now that's not murder. Murder's even worse. Negligence, that's awful. Murder's even worse. But to have someone taken from you before their time due to the actions of other people, that ain't easy, man. It's just not easy. And my heart breaks for people who have to go through that. Truly. Truly. It's just very sad. If Satan is real, whom would he work hardest to corrupt? The priests. Of course. Of course. If I was Satan, I would want to tell people like kids can decide their gender when they're 3, and you should definitely put pharmaceuticals in them when they're 12. And like, that is what Satan would do. I mean, I remember being 12. I thought I was so many things that I'm not. I can't imagine being given. I mean, read history and you see you totally wrong. Sorry to burst your Christianity bubble. Well, then I guess St. Peter didn't exist. And I get it. You're like, I hate Christians. Fuck Christians. Cool. Awesome. Edgy. Good for you. Bill Maher wants you on his show. You should take a poop on the live stream again. Okay. Strange. Looks like today's trolls have arrived. Yes. Nobody alive today was alive 2,000 years ago. So we're all trusting somebody to tell us the truth, right? Right? One of his sons for the... That's awful. That's awful. I was a Ninja Turtle. Thank God. Thank God somebody here can save us. I've always said this. I know this sounds awful. I never want to be murdered ever, ever, ever. But if I was told you have a choice, knife or gun, I'd be like, gun. Like if you were going to hurt me. Because knives, ouch. Ouch. I don't hate anyone just telling the truth. You don't know the fucking truth. Who the fuck are you? Aristotle? I mean, you're a random person on the internet with no profile picture. The beacon of truth. Okay. Let me pat you on the head. Right. Nice and cute. The beacon of truth. Here on the internet, only people with no profile picture know the real story. That's usually how it goes. I'm just spreading awareness of the truth. And what's the truth? Well, my name's Stephanie. I'm from Ohio, and I know the plans of all the world's elites. I know why they push these narratives, and I know the truth of everything. And I know who has global control of us all. Wow. Wow, girlfriend. Did you have time to figure that all out between bottles of wine and complaining about your fucking marriage to your friends? Amazing. Really, truly amazing. I like it. I always tell people, like, I have theories, but I will be the first to tell you that everything that I think that I know is going on, that if it all blew up in my face, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all. If all of a sudden God came down from heaven and was like, the earth is flat. You never landed on the moon. Pretty much everything you were told about World War II is a lie, and World War I. The Egyptians were not only aliens, but aliens who could survive solely on breathing in people's farts. I'd be like, wow. Of course. Of course. Of course, this is it. Or this is just a simulation, and you know, none of this is real, and your husband's not even real, and you know, this is purgatory. And Or this is hell. Like you're literally living in hell because you were a bad person in your former life and this is it. I'd be like, oh, okay. Makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I certainly made the best out of hell, you know? I am not committed to anything, and I will be the first to tell everybody that I don't know everything. That is not my thing. I can tell you that I have theories, that I have suspicions, but I am wise enough to know that all the very wealthy elites and governments of the world, these people don't have control of everyone because they're idiots. I know a lot of us are like, the elites are so stupid. Everything they are doing is so see-through. And I'm like, do you really think that that's true? The plot that you see where you're like, oh, they're so blatant with what they're trying to do. Are they, or is that all planned too? Like the whole thing with everyone in politics hating Trump and everything. I'm like, this could all be theater. Trump could literally be in on it with all of them like, all right, you're going to pretend that you hate me. You're going to call me a dictator and a fascist. And they're like, yeah. And then all this stuff. He's like, and then what will happen is my family and my children's children. Wrong. We will be rich for the rest of humanity and we will always have a place on the scale of the elites. And they're like, cool. You just go out there and you fucking Trump and we'll pretend we hate you and we want to throw you in jail and we want to assassinate you. If I was told that the whole assassination thing was faked and that they were all in on it, and like Chuck Schumer and Donald Trump smoked cigars with each other and high five every night. The turkey was so delicious, Kristen. It was so fucking wet and juicy. I'm telling you, nothing would shock me. Your New York accent is too accurate. I mean, even a politician that makes me laugh, I just, I'm like, it's the ones that I like that are probably the worst. So if there's politicians you like, if you're like, I really like AOC, betcha she's a fucking witch. I really like Donald Trump, betcha he's a fucking lizard person plotting against us to destroy humanity. Like nothing will shock me. So when people fight over politics, well, it's very clear. Either you're on one side or you're evil. I'm like, man, you're the one buying into the bullshit. And this is why we can't have nice things. The elites are like, it's just too easy. Look at how we can turn them against one another. It's just too easy. Yep. Yes, it is. Unfortunate, but true. Let's see. Do I have a brown eyeliner? Is this? Yep. Cosmic brown. Let's go. All right. I got to pull my eyelid because I'm old and it's crinkly and wrinkly. Sucks, but it is what it is. When you get older, the tops of your eyelids begin to look like nut sacks. And that's why our cream Glimmer Sticks eyeliner is the shit because it goes on like butter. And I'm really big in smudging out my eyeliner now because it really helps hide how crinkly and wrinkly my nutsack eyes are now. So I just smudge it on out there, hide the crinkles and the wrinkles. There you go. Hide them up. Crinkly, wrinkly nutsacks. It's like happy little trees. Crinkly, wrinkly nutsacks. Let's go. I'm an Avon lady, by the way. I sell Avon. I'd love to sell you some if you'd like. Need some stocking stuffers? I got you covered, ma'am. Get your daughters, your bitches, skincare and bath stuff. Get your husband some mosquito shit for when he goes out, camping with his boys in the summer. They'll love it. They'll love it. It's true. We're getting there. Quickly, let's go. We're getting there. Let's see. Avon calling ding dong bitches. That's right. It's mostly just Adrian shooting the shit while doing Avon lady shit. That's right. That is what I do. That is what I do. I shoot shit and I do Avon shit. That is probably the best ever. No, actor Michael J. Fox is not dead. Reports of his death are a recurring hoax. Isn't that awful? I hate when they do that shit. I hate it. Her dad owned Psychology Journal and school book publishing. Oh, yeah. Ghislaine Maxwell. Who the fuck knows? Who knows? That's why they're like, oh, the Epstein files and look what's there. I'm like, I don't believe any of this shit. I don't believe any of it. Okay, tigers in my Twitch. It's hilarious that the person who hasn't been able to string a coherent sentence together in here is talking about people not being educated. In that person's defense, English is not their main language. Look at me. I'm still defending people who are being a butthole to me. You know what I mean? Wild Country and Black Suede are really good men's scents from Avon. Yep. Oh, hey, Chicago Cubs. I will say my grandma always rooted for the Cubs, and we were a Sox family, and I'd be like, Grandma, why you got to root for the Cubs? And she's like, someone's got to cheer for them. Oh, my gosh. What is the Flynn Network? I don't even know what that is. Guys, any influencer that's pushing like political shit and like breaking news and all this shit, like with a grain of salt. I don't trust anyone that gets paid for this crap. Like I'm an Avon lady. So I'll just sit here and tell you I don't fucking know, right? Because I ain't getting paid for my opinion. I just, rein it in there because sometimes when you're just like, hey, by the way, this cream eyeliner, it's really great. You should get it for your children, your friends. You should shop with me, make me your Avon lady. Sometimes people just get bored and they're like, oh man, I got to leave. Well, that doth not make me a good Avon lady. I got to keep people around. So I usually hook them in by just, talking shit. I'm really good at that. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I'm really good at shooting shit and just pulling shit out of my ass. It is a strength. It is a strength. All right, let's smear this. Let's smear this eyeliner. Let's do it. Smudge, 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 smudge. Which again hides the squirrel nutsack wrinkles on my eyelid. And they're really bad. They look terrible. Getting old is a bitch. I feel better now than I ever have. Like I look back at like my 20s. I was such a pushover. There's so many people I wouldn't have had in my life now that I'm like older and I value myself and stuff. And I'm like, holy crap. Who were these people that I kept around? What an idiot. But, there's nothing you can do at this point other than recognize your idiocy and move on. Move on. All right, let me do one last idiot check of eyeliner here. I'm kind of liking it. Kind of liking what we did here. Nice little eyeliner. Lots of fallout on my face. But that doesn't matter. Because I have no makeup on my face. Do they still make the dual eye that had gel and cream in the white container? The white container was a limited edition of the dual eye collagen booster. It was an alternative formula. These two are one and the same. One and the same. Not looking forward to getting old. I am, because it means I'm alive. Who do I think I got the gift of gab from? I don't have it. My husband has it. Trust me. Was I humbled when I met my husband? I used to think I had some sort of talent with talking and shit. I don't. Not like that guy. That guy can talk for hours and hours and hours. I've never met anyone that can hold conversations like my husband. And then everyone wants to listen because he sounds like fucking Saruman from Lord of the Rings. Like, any talent I thought I had, like, I met my husband and I'm like, oh yeah, you're way better. I love you, Delecto. She's Italian, bro. They yap like old school Jews. Well, yeah, I mean, you should come to the Christmas party at my ma's. It is a lot of bitches talking. Why aren't you eating that? Why isn't this on your plate? Meh. Man, yeah, no, my husband can do a great Christopher Lee. He always tries to do a Gandalf. He just can't do Syrian's voice, but he does a better voice, 2 better voices. He does a spot on Alan Rickman, which is probably the hardest fucking voice to do because there's 2 tones to it. And he gets really close to Christopher Lee, who arguably has one of the worst voices, or best voices in Hollywood. That's why he was casted as Saruman. Saruman's voice was his strength. And he looks young. Yeah, way younger than me. Everyone thinks I'm some old lady with this young guy. Oh my gosh. Really boosts the confidence there. How I'm just old and decrepit and he's all young and great looking. I'm like, great. Great. Show us next stream when? Show you what? What am I showing you? My husband AI is totally already replacing voiceovers. What do you mean? It already is. Right now. It already is. Okay. They said AI wouldn't replace models. I have watched or looked in many catalogs, and on the side of this beautiful model modeling like clothes and shit, it's not even a real person. It's AI. It's an artificial intelligence created human being. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Oh, it's completely going to replace it. Completely. Him doing Christopher Lee next to him. I can't really dictate to my husband what to do. That is one thing I like about him. Because honestly, I have dated a guy who was a little bitch, who I could literally dominate, and I lost all respect for this person. And we didn't date very long. It was like anything I wanted, sure. I called all the shots. I was the man I was like, no. I am a very alpha female. I need an alpha male to push back on me. Otherwise, I will fucking consume you. I will literally consume you. AI will change the VO industry, not replace it. I think it's going to completely, as someone very close to the VO industry through my husband, listening to people in the VO industry, agents, managers, all this stuff, I think AI is going to completely replace voiceover. I think it's going to completely replace most people in Hollywood. It's already replacing like editors, all the shit. It is replacing everyone. It's not good. I don't want it. I don't want it. All right, let's just love it for a slash. That's not what I want. I want human beings, guys. I do not think this is good. I do not think this is any flippin' good. Did you guys see this? I had to share this. Mother of Bondi Beach terrorist insists her son is a good boy. Even Jeffrey Dahmer's parents were like, our son is basically a piece of shit. We don't know where this came from. This bitch is delusional. Anyone would wish to have a son like my son. No, I don't want a mass murderer as a son, you fucking psycho bitch. The mother of terrorist Naveed Akram, who killed at least 15 people alongside of his father in a gun-free nation, by the way, how'd that work out for you, has insisted her son was a good boy and claims he didn't even own a firearm. He doesn't have a firearm. Oh, well, then where'd that come from? The fucking magical man on the moon? He doesn't even go out. He doesn't mix around with friends. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't go to bad places. He goes to work. He comes home. He goes to exercise, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. And then he goes and murders a bunch of Jews. You forgot that part of it. Like, I'm sorry. I told my husband, if the police came here like, yeah, your husband has been kidnapping women and like dumping their bodies. Or if they were like, your husband lost his mind and shot 15 people, I'd be like, the fuck? Take him away. I wouldn't be like, oh, he ain't do nothing. He's, he's just a nice boy. I'd be like, clearly he's a demon and I didn't see it. Clearly. Now, would I struggle? Did the shooting really happen? I mean, it's on video. But then with AI, is video real? We're at the point where we need to question everything. We've been lied to so much, and now there's so many ways to manipulate things. Like, we are in very scary territory, guys. Very, very scary territory. Can I just share something with you? Very off subject, but I really want to share this. So last night I made turkey stock. And I have my husband bring it to the porch because in the winter, I just put stuff like that on the porch so it doesn't take up my whole fridge. It was 50 fucking degrees in the mountains in Montana last night. He opened the door and I'm like, what is this, summer? I'm like, we can't put this outside. So now I'm supposed to make a big, huge thing of soup today. And I'm totally bummed because I have to put it in my fridge because it is fucking hot out. It's hot outside. I did not move to Montana to have summer weather in December. Like, this is really awful. I hate it. I hate it. It makes me want to move to Minnesota. Minnesota, don't you know? Up northeast Minnesota, right on Lake Superior. That's where I want to be, bitch. Because this fucking sucks. This sucks. I hate it. Truly. I do. Also, going back to the terrorists, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the Middle East has been at war forever because Jews and Muslims don't get along. I mean, in Muslim religious texts, it basically says to eliminate the Jews hiding behind rocks and trees, and that Allah will like reward you for doing that. Like, it's very specific. They don't get along. They don't like each other. They've never gotten along. Christians too. It's like, there's a lot of beef there. I know recently we're like, coexist. I'm like, but what about humanity's history? Thousands of years of history. What event happened after all the fighting and all the murder that now says we can all get along and live with each other? Can anyone point to that event? Anyone? Because I'd like to know so I could feel better about what's happening. Which event that you can point to in the last 20 years happened that proves that we are all going to peacefully be able to live with each other and coexist, that erased thousands and thousands of years? Trump commented on Rob Reiner death. It's as bad as you think. Oh, come on, Trump. This is not the time to be classless. Trump Truth Social is where I'm guessing it would be. I'm not going to read the news about it. I'm going to go straight to the come on. I can't see truth unless I'm signed in. Are you serious? Fuck you. Fuck you. No way. It was spot on. Rob Reiner. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want an article about it. Having Trump derangement syndrome, but he did. Attack. Trump rants. Come on, motherfucker. Where is the actual post? He was killed because of his TDS. Well, that's fucked up. We don't know why he's killed. But, I mean, does anyone have a link to the direct? Because I don't like to read any news about it. You know, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to read any news about it because I just don't trust the news. That once said me and my brother were having sex and that I cheated on my ex-husband with my husband. Go to Trump's ex. Okay. I didn't know he was posting on X again. X.com. Let's see. Trump. Donald J. Trump. Okay. Airlines, United States. I don't see anything. You know what? I'm done caring. And now I don't care anymore. I can't find it. Okay. Here it is. I found it. I was like, I am done caring. Let's see what he said. And I'll tell you if I think it's piece of shitty. Right? A very sad thing that happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable. That didn't need to be there. Due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. One, you don't know that. Two, no reason to say that. Sorry. It's just not the time. Someone got brutally murdered. Brutal. Brutal. It's not the time. Sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump. That's true. Paranoia reaching new heights. I believe he came off as very delusional, but you shouldn't have said any of this. I'm sorry, this is shitty. Trump administration suppressed all goals and expectations of greatness. Oh, come on. None of the narcissistic shit in there either. Come on, Trump. Greatness with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before. May Rob and Michelle rest in peace. This is what, if I was his PR guy, this is what I would do. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a recently struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star has passed away together with his wife, Michelle. I would get rid of all of this and I would put, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. Do you understand? This is like if something bad happened to me and my ex-husband being like, oh, it was really sad, blah, blah, blah. But she a bitch and she fucking dumb. And that's why we broke up and fuck her. Like it's You thought he would have some class? I mean, I don't think any politician will have any class. I'm just telling you that this comes off real shitty. It's not good. I mean, I think most of what Rob Reiner posted was really shitty and awful. But I don't think when people die is the time to even go there. That's just me personally. That's not the time. It's just not when you go there. You said, oh, okay. When I see this, I think of punching people. Remember in high school, you'd be like, hey, check this out. Look over here. Hey, dude, see down here, see down there. And you just fucking punch the shit out of people. Yeah, it's a weird post. It's really shitty. It's really shitty. Now, I'm not in a position where someone like Rob Reiner like posts horrible shit about me every single fucking day. Okay, there's a Reddit group that's a hate group about me. Like, my guess is it's like the current wives or girlfriends of like guys I've dated before, or like ex-friends. You know, people are weird. Ex-boyfriends, you never know. You don't know. Hell, it could be some family members. And they're dedicated to hating me and trying to destroy my life. It's just, Reddit truly is a cesspool of filth. If something happened to any of them, I'd be like, that's terrible. And I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take that moment of something horrible happening to someone to make it about myself. That's it. I wouldn't do it. But, you know, I don't know of a president that's not an asshole, though. Most of them just listen to their PR people to hide what assholes they were. But it was an asshole post. I mean, a quarter of the post was good. But the rest were like bragging about your accomplishments and shit. Like someone just had their throat slit, murdered next to their wife. And again, even if it was the people who have like stalked me and did terrible things to me, I would not take that opportunity to shit on them. All right, if my ex-husband passed away, I would just be like, my thoughts and prayers are with his friends, family, and his current wife. What a horrible thing. I wouldn't take that time to air grievances or, you know what I mean? Like there's just something icky about it. Personally, that's how I feel. So I really liked All in the Family a lot. But I was well aware that most of the stuff this guy posted was really hate-filled and bigoted lately. Like it's just been so bad that every time I see it, I'm like, oh, and I just try to separate the man from the art because I'm like, it's not his fault. He's a boomer and he watches the mainstream media and he just wants to like hate everyone because they tell you to. It's just what they do, you know, but I don't know. You don't kick people while they're down, and there's no point of being more down than being murdered. Like you couldn't get any further down than that. So bad form. As Captain Hook would say in the movie Hook, bad form. Very bad form. It's just gross. It reminds me of like when Charlie Kirk died and then people would be like, oh, what happened was awful. Even though he spread hate and this, to me, it's the same thing. It comes off very much like the same thing. And again, I am well aware that they have personal beef with each other. So it does make it a little different, but you know, I wouldn't do that. Now, here's the real question. What do you think Rob would have said if someone off Trump? My guess is something similar. Don't you think? Don't you think? How did one guy knife both of them? They were almost 80 years old. So that's my guess, is being that old. I didn't know how he died. Thanks for the info, but read they did arrest Rob's son for the double murder. I cannot fathom your own child doing something like that to you. I cannot fathom that. It is such an abomination. I know people with really bad parents, like really bad ones, and they wouldn't, that's not on the board of considerations. You know what I mean? Rob also founded Castle Rock Entertainment, some biggies out there that he didn't direct. Separate the art from the artist. That's how I go about that, right? Totally. I saw it was his son. What a horrible way to die. Yes. My ex remarried. I can wish them well, but I know he's miserable, so good luck to the lady. I have no idea what's going on in my ex's life. I totally want nothing but happiness and health to him and everyone in his life, because you know what? I'm fucking happy. I'm happy in my life. So why wouldn't I wish happiness on his? Like, go for it. Let's do Super Shock mascara on my lower lashes here. Let's go. Just a little Super Shock mascara. I never like to use my microfiber mascara on the bottom. I just feel like it makes my eyes look too spider-esque. Life is short, guys. Life is so short. But yeah, someone in Trump's camp needs to tell him, shut the fuck up sometimes, bro. But again, I feel like Rob Reiner would have written the exact same thing about Trump if someone took out Trump, don't you? Am I crazy? Don't you feel he would have just smeared Trump, taken the opportunity to like, I just feel that way because a lot of people in our country really hate each other anymore. This is the vitamin C illuminating primer. Like they really just hate each other. It's very sad. It makes me fucking sad, man. I miss the 90s. I miss the early 2000s and the 90s. You know, I just do. I kind of love the Maven palette. Do you guys like my eyes right now? I think they look great. I'm not going to put makeup on my face. I'm a primer girl. I love to pop my eyes. Now, the other day I did my makeup full on here and I looked cute. I looked cute as fuck. And I'll give it that. I looked cute and I was happy with it. But I have, see a couple of zits over here. I like to let them breathe and not cake things on them. Agreed. Trump needs to learn less is more, right? Less is more. Sometimes it's better to just say nothing. Trump's post didn't need to happen. Better to say nothing. 100%. It was a shitty post. If Donald Trump was right here, I'd be like, Mr. President, that was a shitty post. And a lot of people, even people who like you, are going to think you're a fucking dick. You know, he likes straight shooters. Just go tell him, bro. Everyone thinks you're an asshole now. All of them. Let's do Beyond Glow Lip Serum and Gleam. Awful way to go. Terrible way to go. Disgusting. Vile. Vile. What happened to that man was vile. And you know what? If it wasn't for all the brainwashing from media and stuff, I bet you $1 million. Back in the day, no one talked about politics with each other. You just didn't do it. And then you got along, right? People weren't obsessed with politics to the point where they like ostracized everyone in their lives. And you could literally get along with and love someone that thought completely different from you. Yeah, it was a total douchebag move. And, you know, why does every street protest have LGBT and free Palestine flags, protests that aren't even related to those topics? Because everyone's lost their fucking minds. That's why. Everyone has lost their fucking minds. That's what I believe. Everyone's lost their minds. Yeah, it was a classless post. I mean, I wouldn't call him the beacon of class, but again, if if the same thing happened to Melania and Donald Trump, my guess is Rob Reiner would have said something equally as classless, don't you think? Just based on past behavior. That's what I think. People weren't obsessed with politics because they were obsessed with Michael Jackson. Since he died, people have made politics their identity. Yazzie, good for you. You're right. You know what? That was the epicenter of it all, was Michael Jackson. I kind of like the way you think. It all came from that. And when Chris Farley went, when fucking John Candy died, we've lost so much. We've lost so much. I miss the 70s, 80s. Those times were so simple. 100%. 100%. 100%. But show of hands, if you're listening to me, if someone had murdered Trump and Melania, do you think Rob Reiner would have posted something equally as insensitive and stupid? Because my hands up. I do. I think that. I think it. Me. It's me. I think, just based on prior posts, yes, Rob Reiner would. Rosie O'Donnell, Kathy Griffin, like you name it, Keith Olbermann, they'd be like, yeah. Well, it's horrible what happened, but yeah. And that's the issue here. Most subreddits would be celebrated. Yes, anyone. That's why I'm like, Trump, dude, someone needs to kick you in the balls. That was shitty. That was shitty. I'm tired of this shitty behavior. So that makes it okay for Trump to do it. Will, are you a fucking moron? Are you listening to anything I'm saying, you fucking ass panda? Do you have ears? I'm saying a lot of people are pieces of shit anymore. It is a fucking epidemic. It is like a plague of piece of shit. It is a plague. Hi, puppy. Tell him. Say, I'm not a piece of shit. You come here. Come right here. Hi, friend. Sorry. I got to pet my puppy friend. You are hypothesizing about what dead people would do as if it matters. Well, you're a fucking idiot. Has anyone told you you're stupid? You just want to clutch your pearls. Go somewhere else and do that. Turd. I'm sorry. I don't tolerate pussies here. He's way too self-absorbed. What, Trump? Yes. Trump does it in such a classy way. Agreed. Like him or not, this ain't the time after someone gets brutally murdered to take your pot shots. It's not the fucking time. It's shitty. It's shitty behavior. And everyone is acting like a piece of shit anymore. No, I don't have a new pup. That's our old lady. Everyone's a piece of shit. Stop being such assholes. You know what would help? Little Avon. AdrianCurry.com. I'm an Avon lady. I'd love to be your Avon lady. It'd be great. I think I have to get surgery for my cyst. My ganglion cyst. It's been here since the summer. That's it in its smaller form. It's usually way bigger than that. It's serious, guys. It's super serial. Sometimes it's like up to here, but it's fucking painful. And I think I need surgery. Wow, Trump is self-absorbed. I'm just hearing this for the first time. Look at Gavin Newsom. Look at all of them. Like anything that happens, they're like, I'm going to take this time to take pot shots at my political rivals and all the shit. They're all fucking clowns. It's just, when you're that famous, and Gavin Newsom is very famous. Ow, this burn is really itching. He is. He's a lot of people know him. You're just an asshole. You're just an asshole. I'm not smashing a book on the cyst. It can get horrifically infected. Like, go read up on it. How dangerous that is. That's an old wives' tale to do that. It's not good. I like to work out and stuff. I'm not going to fuck my body up because of some old school way. And it might just come back. And when the stuff bursts, it might spread infection everywhere. That's nothing that you need to do. Trump didn't need to say anything because after people got the news, the next thought was how awful Reiner was about Trump. That's not exactly what I thought. My first thought was Rob Reiner, All in the Family, the guy who CNN broke his brain. And then my second thought was, this is fucking horrible. I don't think I thought about Trump, honestly. I know Trump's very disappointed to hear this. Bruh, you didn't cross my mind. Sorry. Sorry, dude. You didn't. It just didn't happen. So from what I've seen and heard Rob Reiner say about Trump, I can see him having a party and streaming it and being gleeful about it, but it doesn't make it right. I want to advocate for people to stop being this way. Stop being dicks. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go live my life. So make sure you make me your Avon lady. I think my face looks cute today. What we've learned today, stop celebrating. Stop taking the moments that should be just about one thing, like people passing away, and trying to inject yourself in it like a fucking asshole. Don't say, oh, he had it coming. None of that. Quit being a piece of shit. I'm a big advocate for people to stop being pieces of shit to each other. It feels better. It feels a lot better to just not be assholes to one another. I am telling you, I've got the key. Trump needs whacked with the Bible. I mean, pretty much every single politician. All of them. Specifically those who claim to believe in God. They should be whacked the hardest. The other ones, they have the excuse of they don't give a shit about God. He should delete that post. Makes him look like he's heartless and stupid and full of himself. I agree. 100%. He said, what the fuck, horrible? Then, wait, where'd that go? How Reiner was so vocal with TDS. Yeah, there's no point in saying that because everyone already knows. You don't need to state the obvious. Everyone already knows. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything. That's what I'm fucking saying. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like when people pass away and everyone's like, rip, and they act like they're super, and they never really cared. You know what I mean? You're spreading light and forgiveness without the sappy syrup. Thank you, Adrian. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice. Thanks. Kimmers, thanks for the stream. Have a great rest of your Monday, everyone. My husband will be on tonight at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m., pardon me, which is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Central Time, and which is 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys want to hear my husband's gorgeous velvety voice and you want to watch someone that's far more entertaining than I, you need to check it out. My name's Lady Duck Sauce in his streams on Twitch. It's on Twitch. That's where he streams. Twitch.tv/Duck Sauce. Kimmy, you and those fucking emotes with the stupid sunglasses. It's so dumb looking. It's so fucking stupid looking. It never stops being that dumb. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. And if you have nothing nice to say, just don't fucking say anything, dude. Just shut the fuck up. How about that? Normalize shaming people for being dickheads again.